Well, welcome everyone, and welcome to the Dianne Show. This is an impromptu Dianne Show. It's not really the traditional one traditional. It's not the word traditional. I don't believe that's a word. However, I just wanted to come on and just spend some time with you. So, what I wanted to share was recently I've been doing a lot of sessions with friends and family, and it has a lot to do with depression and so many other emotions that they're going through. And something just came to me this morning and say, you know what? Let's just have a conversation. And this is what it is. And don't mind my new haircut; it's really short, and so it's giving me some issues here because I'm not used to it so that short. So it's all fun here, open. So I want to welcome everyone. For those who know me, awesome. For those who know me, don't know me, my name is Dianne Ojar, and I am my background is NLP hypnotherapy, which is neuro linguistic programming and hypnotherapy, as well as a Tao hands practitioner. What does that mean? It means that these hands have the power to give you a blessing, but it's not me. So I want to make sure we give credit to what credit is due. And for those people, many people have been asking me, how can we, if you feel something and you believe you got some healing, you have to understand this is not my doing. This is heaven's doing. So you can actually, if you want to give a donation, certainly you can give a donation and pay it back as we can pay it back forward. That's something that could be done as well. So, and if you want to figure that out, certainly do send me a message and we can get that arranged. So here's the contact information. Please do visit the new website. We're still working some little things out. So it's igniteyourbusiness.ca. And, we're so proud of it. There's so many testimonials, shows, resources, and so forth. So I just want to invite you to come and have some fun. Today is not about me chatting away. Well, yeah, I got to chat. But today is about me working with you, and let's do some healing. Let's do something to help us move forward. That's what it is. That's all I wanted to do here today. It's just me and it's just you. So one of the first things we do with the Tao Hands practitioners, we've taken an oath to serve. We've been given this gift. We all have a gift. We all have treasures that have been given to us. Since we were born, we have a soul. So let me just start from the beginning. We have an original soul from a time divine. You're going to hear me say divine. You're going to hear me say Tao. This is not the religion. Source, the way, it's all the same. Breath of life, spirit, all the same. It's a divine being. So whoever that resonates with, cool. If there's, you want to say Allah, your gods, that's also fine. Whatever it is you choose, whoever you want to connect with, that's fine with me. Again, this is what it is. It's all oneness. Because one of the things we do know, the Tao, which is Tao, you may say DAO, it has no name, and of course, it's not named. So we know there's one divine being, whoever that resonates with you. Now, before we go into that, I just want to teach you something for you to have a better understanding when we do some practices here. And again, if share the comments, if you have a question, so you let me know. I'll do my best. But this is really all about you get some healing. That's it. Plain and simple. So one of the things I want to share with you is an image here. I'm going to explain this so you have a better understanding. Now, I know you're used to the mind, body, soul. In this particular case, we work on the soul level, and I want to give credit to what credit is due to our master teacher, Dr. and Master Jigong Shah, for this. Very unique man, if I do say so myself. It's very unique in what we do. So But it's really the opposite. It's not the mind. When you think about it, and I had this conversation with somebody yesterday, you can have a heart. That's the most physical you're going to start with, is your heart. But however, let's go one step deeper. We work on a soul level. Your soul is your gut. Your soul is your breath of life. Your soul is your spirit. If you don't have your breath of life or your soul, you're dead. Plain and simple. Your heart is still there. Your mind is still there. Your body is still there. Now, in Mandarin, it's Shen, Qi, and Jing. Okay, what does that mean? Let's look at Shen. Ignore the Mandarin if you don't know it. It's okay. So let's look at the soul. But everybody knows what Qi is. Qi is energy. So you understand that. You know, you've heard about Tai Chi when you move the energy and you move around. It's energy. Because we do have an energy wheel inside of us. Okay, it's a cycle. You hear holistically in different cultures. It's called the gears. It's called the chakras. It's called different things. So, but right now, what we're just talking about is the soul, heart, mind, body, and the matter. So let me explain this. As in, for everything that's spiritual, we have what we call Tao science. There's a quantum explanation for all of this. And Dr. Rulin, she wrote this book with the Master Shah about Tao science. So if you're more on the scientific side of it, you got to pick up that book. Okay. So let's look at the soul. The soul is the warehouse of information. It's where all the information. Now, you have a soul from the time you were even a thought. God decided to create you, if you believe that or not. And that just one original soul, excuse me, what we call the Yuan Shen. And then you have this particular soul, which you're in this body. So in this form. So our original soul is the one that carries the information from lifetime to lifetimes. You feel like, I know I felt that in regards to, I didn't belong where I was, in my job at the bank, and there's something different. So, hello, what do? We feel out of place. When you feel out of place, this is what happens. Okay? So, you have, I remember being called into my HM's office, and he said to me, like, what's up with that? I just quit overnight. I said, I don't know if I have to build villages. I don't know. I just know there's something else I have to do. And this is 2009 I'm talking about. Okay. So it took me about 11, 12, I lose track of how many years now, 9, 19, whatever, almost 13 years now. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. When I walked away from my job overnight, literally overnight. I just knew there was something different I had to do. It took me a while because I had to go through that journey, and I've been through a lot since that journey to get to where we are at this very moment. We have to live in the moment. So the soul is the warehouse of information, and that information is carried from lifetime to lifetime. And the soul's job here has one job, and it has the job where basically is for you to clear all those blockages, which we call karmic debt from the past, which has a lot to do with your ancestors and maybe some of the things you've done in this lifetime as well that you're not even aware of. Ancestors plus things your soul has done in the past, in other lifetimes. So to understand that. So we start with the soul. If you don't have the soul, you're not breathing, you're not alive, right? Okay, any questions about that? Cool. So now we talk about, we have the warehouse of information. Now it is sent to the heart. The heart is where it receives the information. So now we're getting into the body part of it, which is what you're more familiar with. So the heart receives the information. And that's the emotion and all those things, and however you feel. And then it's processed to the mind. Now remember, this is happening in such a nanosecond, split second, you don't even have time to comprehend any of this. So from the warehouse, it goes to the receiver, then it goes to the mind to process it. The mind does not control the heart. The heart controls the mind. And the soul controls the heart and then the mind. Heal from your heart. Think from your heart. And we're talking about your heart. You could talk about your chakras, and you could talk about the physical heart, your physical heart. When the mind processes the information, it sends it as energy. And that's why you get all this monkey mind, because we tend to think from our mind and we forget about the heart, the pureness of your heart. So we have this information going through our minds, and our body feels it. The energy, it's energy. You feel a tingle, you feel a sensation. And what happens? It sends it to the matter. The matter is the body, like the physical body. Now, I know it says body there for chi, but it's the energy of the body. So once you understand this, what we call the law of Shen Qi Jin, hopefully it will make more sense. Spirit, soul, spirit, your heart is your core of life, and your mind is your consciousness, where the chi is the energy and the jing is the matter. But forget the Mandarin side if you're not familiar with that. Now, there is positive messages and there's negative messages. Okay? So the positive messages creates healing, good things, the transformation, the flourishing in all areas of your life. And we're going to be doing a forgiveness practice fairly soon. So this is why I wanted to explain this to you so you have a better understanding. And of course, the negative information or messages creates all kinds of challenges in every aspect of your life. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment and think about times when things did not go right. What was happening? Was it positive or was it not so positive? It's that simple. And think about time when things were going great. You were prospering, your relationship was going good, your health was going good. And just be aware of what was happening around you. You had positive associations, relationships, eating healthier, possibly, and so forth. So good so far? So this is what I want you to understand. Today is all about healing. Now, sometimes we tend to forget and we love to blame, and point finger. You have to know there is something called cause versus effect. You have to take responsibility for whatever actions you do. All of this is a hologram. It doesn't exist in the spiritual world. The spiritual world is called the Wu world. There's no time, there's no clock, nothing stands still. This is Wu world, W-U. This here that we know, hopefully in maybe 100 years or so, is called the U world, Y-O-U, the physical world, as you would spiritual world, physical world. And we want to get from the physical world to the spiritual world. But does it happen overnight? Not particularly, unless you do a lot of work on yourself. And that starts with forgiveness practice. That's huge. So today, I was just here to give you a forgiveness practice, to teach you something, to open up the consciousness for you to be a little bit more aware. Now, I just want to put a plug in here. On June 3rd in Burlington, here, Ontario, from 2 to 9, I don't have all the details yet. We will be doing yoga. We will be doing meditation. I will be doing some meditation there as well as a forgiveness practice coming up. So if you're in the local area, then certainly do come and join us. And as we go along, we will share that information with you. Okay, fair enough. Bring some friends, and you'd be surprised. You can do headshots, makeup, everything. But again, it's fun, and I want to thank Michelle Drake for hosting that event. And definitely we'll have Michelle on at some point in time. But as I get more information, I will share that with you. Okay, so remember, soul, heart, mind, body, matter. Okay, good, awesome. So let's get back to the show. Let's close our eyes. Okay, and I'm going to take in a nice little trip. I'm not going to read a long invocation. We have different levels of invocation. I'm not going to do that. But however, I'm going to do it short, but I'm going to take you on a ride. Beautiful little ride. So let's stop this banner from moving along here so it's not distracting. Okay? More distracting to me than probably to you. Let's close your eyes. So I want you to take one hand, and mostly your right hand, because most people believe your left hand is your receiving hand. And wherever you put your hand is where you get your healing. Okay? Fair enough? Cool. Now, because we're doing forgiveness practice for the moment, I would suggest that we're going to do what we call a yin-yang position. So we're going to put on your lower abdomen, the different energy centers in your body. Yes, your heart chakra is one. Your lower abdomen, your second chakra is the main one. We have your life gate, which is your Ming Man, your Kundalini, and there's certain different areas. But for this forgiveness practice, first we're going to focus, because that's where forgiveness is. Finance, relationship, longevity, immunity, all those is in your lower abdomen. So you're going to take this is my left hand, take my right hand, grab it, and put this, and about maybe 80-85% attention in there, and you put it by your belly button and just flip it down. Okay, that's where we all have our gut where we can feel it. So use your belly button area as a guideline. So it's on the second one. Okay, close your eyes. Now I want you to focus on the light. Now you can call one of your spiritual beings, ancestors, your Shifus, for those who know what a Shifu is, spiritual being, guides, angel, archangels, God, divine, Tao, source, all the same, Buddha, Allah, whoever it is you refer to as your heavenly being. And I also want you, the first thing to do is to give yourself permission. I believe strongly into giving yourself permission to do this. And if it's not for you, that's okay. Now, if you're lying down, do this in silence, because your energy just flows through, because you're not grounded. Grounded means your feet is flat on the ground, so you can connect with the earth. If you're sitting down, you want to sit up straight. If you have a cushion in the back, then you may want to just sit up a bit or just move the cushion. It's not going to be too long. If you can, as best as you can, be comfortable. If you're not comfortable with a cushion like me, then it's okay. Heaven is not going to, penalize you for this. Please do know this is not me doing this. Please do know this. I give gratitude to divine source, God. And again, if anybody wants to, because we have to honor. And this is what we do. We honor, and we actually have to pay back, because it's their virtue, it's not mine. So I'm just here, the vehicle, that's it. So close your eyes. There we go. So take some deep breaths. And we're just going to call on, I'm going to do a little invocation here, only because, but I'm going to do it a little different. You keep your hands where your hands are, and I'm going to use my Tao hands here just to invocate, okay? So when I put my Tao hands like this, and they see my hands like this, it's just, they actually come, and I could feel it in my hands, the energy and the light. Most people don't know me in this space, but soon you get to know. So here we go. How? How means hello. It means all is good. We have to be respectful. Okay? From the heart. Now, there is acupuncture points here. This is like your core. You want to align this with your message center, which is your fourth chakra. All right? So when you do that, you can feel the energy going through. Okay? Fair enough? But you keep your hands where it is, and eventually I will tell you what to do. So close your eyes, take some deep breaths, connect with, if you did call a heavenly being, if not, use the imagination and the different powers that we use, mind power, body power, calligraphy power, so forth. But don't want to make it simple. So if you can't visualize a being, then you can use the rays of the sun, the moon, or just visualize golden light or white light, which is fine as well, or crystal light, whatever light you're familiar with, or whatever level in your spiritual journey you're comfortable with. For this practice, we're going to go with a white light. How? Dear Tao Source. Tao Source means being the way. The way is divine, God. Dear Divine, we thank you. Dear all our heavenly beings, our heaven's team. Name your heaven's team in your mind, out loud. It's up to you. God, Jesus, Mother Mary, angels, archangels, Mother Kuan Yin, Saint Teresa of Avila, Saint Padre Pio, lamas, sages, whoever, Lord Krishna, Mother Lakshmi, Lord Ganesh, whoever resonates with you. If you want this a Jehovah, whatever resonates with you, the name. It's all the one. It's all the same in terms of divine. Of course, there's Buddhas and saints who are actual physical people, but now they've enlightened, so they've gone out to another world. The world. And that's the inner souls. Now the outer souls is the moon, the stars, the sky, because everything has a soul, a Shen Chi Jun. Moon, stars, galaxy, cosmos, Milky Way, and Mother Earth. That's all external, outer. I also want you to call. You don't have to believe, just trust. In terms of, I don't have to convince anyone. This is not about religion. I also want you now to call on your original soul. The UN Shen. You just say original soul. That's right. They're my original soul. Please come. Thank you. Be very grateful. Show gratitude. And I want you to say this. We all have been given gifts. I know that for a fact. Okay? Just got to trust me on this one. All the gifts and talents, the light treasures, we call it, in your lower abdomen where it was sent. Please activate. You may feel something, and that's good. So they are my light treasures in my lower abdomen. Please activate in my dimension. Please do come. Thank you. So here's where the fun starts. So I want you to visualize that light going through to your heart chakra, which is where your rib cage meets. There's a space there. You can now take one hand and put it, if you're comfortable, and most people use the receiving hand, the left hand, and leave one hand in your lower abdomen, and the other hand where your sternum is, maybe about 2 inches, 3 inches away, where that middle point is facing that hold in your chest, and then your breastbone there. And just breathe. And as you breathe the white light in, I want you to feel it. Feel your heart. And in that white space in your heart, visualize you being there. And as you breathe, you can see the light growing. The light is you. So you're growing, and as you breathe, growing like a balloon. And it's growing, and then you keep breathing at your own pace. But it's like you're pumping a balloon, and it gets bigger and bigger. And bigger than your house and bigger than the street. Keep doing it. Relax. Focus. And if your mind wanders, bring it back. Tell it to go and sit in your lower abdomen, your monkey mind. And you focus as best as you can. It's okay. And as it grows, it goes out to the city you're in and out to the country. Keep growing and breathing bigger and bigger. And then it goes out to Mother Earth. Bigger and bigger. And as you go out, you can look down and see Mother Earth. And you say, hi to Mother Earth. You're so blessed and happy to be there. She's serving you and you're serving her. And as you continue, you look up at a distance and you see there is a light there. And as you go in there, I'm just going to do a very quick blessing, forgiveness practice here. I'm going to call on the souls. They're all the souls. You keep traveling. Take your time. They're all the souls. We call on all the souls in all realms of lifetimes who yourself, in my case, myself, Dianne Ojar, and my ancestors may have hurt in any realm lifetime in regards to cheating, murder, fighting, arguing, words, speech, thoughts, and more. We ask for forgiveness. And for all the souls in all realms of lifetimes, we call on you who may have hurt us, hurt me and my family, and of course you don't pertain to yourself, for each one of you, in any capacity we mention and more, we give forgiveness. Please note, by doing this practice, we have canceled all debts. We owe no one anything. And as you continue and you just feel your body, it's getting lighter and lighter. And as you go up there and you see these beings, there's some beings waiting there to hold. And my lower back right now is tense right now, which is good. It's releasing blockages. You may feel something in your body, and that's good. You may feel nothing, that's still good. And then you see the beings, and they greet you, and be gracious, and show gratitude and thank them. They welcome you. And they're going to take you to another place above the grid. And as they take you above the grid, you can see for as far as you can see your heavens team. Oh, it's some you know, it might be light. You may not even recognize faces. You can call also on your transition ones who have gone through the light beings, and you may see them there. And then you hear them chattering, and they're all talking about you. They're so happy to see you, and they welcome you, and there's a spot there for you, and you show them gratitude and thanks for having you. And as you said, they said, do you have any questions? Or you may ask them, can I ask a question? You have to ask permission, or they give you permission to ask a question. And for the interest time, you can actually ask 1 or 2 questions or whatever. But no, the most important question in your mind is probably best. And you ask a question, and you may, if your third eye is open and you see images, awesome. If you can feel it, see it, taste it, hear it, it may touch you, whatever it might be. The answer is always perfect. There is no right or wrong. So take a moment. Take a moment there. You're in a very special place, so you honor this space. I also want you to pay attention to how you're feeling right now, and you smile and you're happy, because believe me, you're literally in heaven right now. This is your heaven's team. You may not recognize them, but they recognize you. Ask your question. Wait for your answer. And as you get your answer, you want to mentally document it. Keep it. When you get back, to jot it down, the answer to your question. And as you receive the answer to your question, you are so grateful and thankful. But unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. So you got to get back home. And they have to go about what they do in their daily lives. Yes, they have life. They eat. They drink heaven's nectar. That's a whole nother conversation. So as you get up to go, you give them, you can bow down, you can show your gratitude and thanks, and tell them you'll be back, because you could do this on your own. And as you do so, I want you to feel the feeling in your body, how you feel right now. You're in heaven. Literally, you're in heaven. And you tell them you'll be back, and you say goodbye. And your guides will take you back down now. And you give your thanks and gratitude. And as you head back home, and you're in so much bliss, your heart, your body is lit up, and you're so light. And you come back down to Mother Earth. Come back as a new person, a new perspective on life. With your answer that you've been given to your question. Get back to your country, your city, your home, and into your heart. As you get back into your heart, keep your eyes closed. And trust me in this, I'm going to hold up a book. You can open your eyes for a split moment and then close it. And I want you to meld with this calligraphy. Take your two hands and put it towards the screen, like this. And reach out and connect. Feel the energy. This is called the Tao Bei calligraphy. It's transformative art, very powerful. You can get this book on Amazon. You can take it and put it in any part of your body, just rest it there. This is an actual calligraphy field, transformative art healing field. This book. And if you see closer, you're going to see the shape of the back. Do know that every part of your body has a front and a back. Finance has a front and a back. Emotions, depression has a front and a back. Your ears have a front and a back. Your hair has a front. A yin and yang. Everything has a yin and yang, a front and a back. This book can heal. And I'll tell you a quick story while you close your eyes and you put your hand out and connect. And just say Tao back. Instead of Tao Bei or source. Tao means source. Source back. Please heal an area that's bothering. And if you have physical pain, start with that. Those are all blockages. When this calligraphy was written, I was present virtually, live, and I have scoliosis since I was like 10. My middle back, all the pain is gone. Now I'm feeling some tension in my back right now only because I'm doing this blessing, but I don't feel my middle back of pain. It's gone. Literally split second it was gone. And that is about almost 2 months ago. I would say maybe a little bit longer. This book. Extremely powerful. It could be the front or the back. You just keep your hands out and you meld with it. And you keep breathing the light into the area where you have the pain, if you have physical pain, if it's emotional, depression, mental, suicidal, anxiety, sadness, anger, fear, guilt, shame, whatever it is, finance, you name it. Take a moment, keep your eyes closed, keep breathing, feel the energy. And if you don't feel anything, it's still okay. Just put your hands out and trust. You got to trust and believe in trusting. Feel it. Feel it. Another minute. Breathe. Dial back. Heal me. Source back. Heal me. Take a breath, belly breath in. Breathe in all the good light. And as you breathe out in the area, say dial back. Do it 5 times. Breathe in. Dial back. Out. Breathe in to the area. And if you don't know where to think about, you can also let heaven decide, or your heart, mental blockages. Dial back. One last time. Breathe in. Dial back. Keep your eyes closed, and I'm going to give you a 3-minute blessing from my master teacher, which is this is super powerful. So do know that what you're getting here, this is not any simple blessing. And I want to hear from you after. So you keep your eyes closed, and I want you to repeat. I'll tell you what to repeat. So in order, Master Shah is very honored to offer his soul in service to all the humanity and all souls in the 9 layers of heaven and the universe. I'm giving the English version. Chu Tian means 9, and Tian means heaven. To receive the soul healing, silently say from the bottom of your heart, sincerely, this is for you. This moment is real. Keep your eyes closed, keep breathing. It's going to be a 3-minute silent blessing. Dear soul of dear soul of Ji Gan Sha, dear soul of Ji Gan Sha, I love you. Could you give me a soul healing for my chosen area? A name of an unhealthy condition for which you like to receive a healing blessing. I am grateful. Thank you. So 3 minutes, I'm giving you 3 minutes. You could put your hand wherever you want it, on your head, your eyes, your throat, even if you have COVID, your lungs. You can put it on your heart if you don't want to put your hands other places, but just focus your mind wherever it is. 3 minutes, start. In your mind, you could say, bless my heart, bless my lungs, bless my depression, bless my anxiety, bless my anger, and keep repeating it. Loss of hair, thinning of the hair, whatever it is. Your lower back, your spine, your feet, your joints, your cancer, your diabetes, your spleen, your lungs, the systems, your reproductive system, your digestive system, whatever it is, any area of your life. This is super powerful. You're calling on the soul, Master Jigong Sha. Super, super powerful. This one area. Another minute. Finish up. And then take your hands up within your prayer position. And say how means all is well, all is good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank all the souls who came to visit us. All your souls, your treasures, my soul and treasures. Thank you, yourself. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Tao. Thank you, Master Sha. Eternally grateful. And then we say Gonsong, Gonsong, Gonsong basically means that when you call on souls or heaven's team or God, you have to say when you're finished with them, you say it's okay that you can return back now and complete your day and rest and so forth. And that's to be respectful of them. So this was a very powerful, almost an hour with you. Some teachings and the practices. But I want to do the teaching so you can understand the practice. You can go back and you can listen to this and do the practice. This is my gift to you. If you believe that you have gotten some healing, some release, and you want to make a donation, you can do that as well. Just contact me. You have to know that when you get its value, that heaven is giving them their blessing, their virtue, you have to pay it forward and value that. And that's another teaching lesson that we had to learn. This is priceless. So I hope that you respect it, you value what you got, and if you have any feedback, please put it in the comments. And I look forward to hearing and seeing the comments. And I am eternally grateful. And don't forget to join us in any of our sessions. We have many sessions coming up, and you can go to the website. Go to the website and check out our calendar at igniteyourbusiness.ca. where you can see a calendar of complimentary plus, registered events that would totally transform your life. So on that note, I would like to say thank you, and I honor you, and I appreciate your time for being here. And when I woke up this morning, this is what it was guided to do, saying, just go do it live. I had no intentions of doing this, today at least. So I hope you enjoy this, and I want to thank you so much for the time you spent with me. And I want to thank you so much for what you do, and share it with someone. Share this. Go back and do the healing. Let them do it. And then share in the comments. And I'll be checking on the comments. So I appreciate that. So on that note, I want to say thank you and have a fabulous day. Take care of yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.